James Harden is excellent, but is he overrated or is he actually very good? What's going on, guys? This is Edwin from NBA Talk, back up in it with another video, and today we're going to be talking about James Harden. Now, a lot of hype is going on about James Harden lately because, we have statements in the media, statements by Chris Paul, Mike D'Antoni, Darrell Morey, the Rockets GM, and pretty much what everybody's trying to imply is that James Harden is the best offensive player they've ever seen. Chris Paul said that he's the best he's ever seen. Mike D'Antoni, Darrell Morey said that James Harden has the case to be the best offensive player of all time. And honestly, I don't see it, and hopefully you guys feel the same way by the end of this video. And pretty much what I want to get into is the fact that you gotta understand James Harden plays in a perfect system. The Mike D'Antoni system is threes or layups, and it's surrounding a star player with shooters. So James Harden is surrounded by nothing but shooters, and obviously James Harden, he's amazing. He has handle, he can do it all. And he just drives to the basket. If the defense collapses on him, he kicks out for the three. That's the system, you know what I mean? And if it's not that, then it's, the way his play style, the way he dribbles the ball, the way he moves through the lane, it's very easy for him to draw fouls during the regular season. But at some point in time, and it happens every single year he's been in this league, and it happens every time at some point in the playoffs, is that James Harden has a moment where he should be coming up big and he doesn't. For last year, it was Game 7 against the Warriors. He was supposed to win that game. At halftime, they were up, I believe. They only lost that game by, 7, 8 points against the Warriors to go to the finals. And he didn't come up. He did play well, per se, but he didn't lead his team to a victory. The whole team as a whole missed 27 consecutive threes. And at that point, if you are the best offensive player, like everyone else wants to say, then at that point, you start driving to the basket and you start doing it on your own if no one else is hitting shots. You don't just keep continuing to make the same mistake. And if you want to go a year before that, let's take it a step further. The year before that, it was the Western Conference semifinals, round 2 of the playoffs. James Harden had just finished eliminating the OKC Thunder. It was Game 6 in Houston against the San Antonio Spurs without Kawhi and without Tony Parker. It was served to him on a silver platter. My man James Harden goes 2 for 11 from the field, 7 turnovers. And that's the best offensive player people have ever seen. I can go another step further. I can bring it back to the 2012 NBA Finals, OKC versus the Rockets. Versus the Heat, back when Harden was still on the Thunder. And for that regular season, the 2012 regular season, James Harden was the 6th man, but he averaged 18 points per game by 49% shooting. When he got to the finals, those 5 games against the Heat in which the Heat won the finals, he averaged 12 points a game and shot 37% from the field and 30% from 3. That is terrible. But like I said, people want to say he's the best offensive player they've ever seen. So do not get it twisted. I love James Harden's game. I think he's great. But the problem that he always runs into is that in the playoffs, the NBA is officiated with more physicality in mind. You're allowed to be more physical in the playoffs. And those foul calls and things of that nature don't go his way in the playoffs because he's not getting the call. The refs aren't as so easy to blow their whistle. In the regular season, they blow it all day. No one really cares. But in the playoffs, those same fouls that he would have gotten in the regular season, he's not going to get in the playoffs. So he struggles. He misses more shots. However, I am willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. I do believe that unlike other people, I'm willing to give him a second chance. I'm willing to say, you know what, forget all the past. I think maybe James Harden might have a better year in the playoffs this year. I'm willing to give him another chance. But to say he's the best offensive player of all time is fraudulent. It's not true. He's not very efficient. Right now in the NBA, he's a 44% shooter. His true shooting percentage and his effective field goal percentage, those advanced analytics, he actually does pretty good there. But in terms of just watching the game, you see he misses a lot of shots. He's not an efficient scorer. He turns the ball over at an alarming rate. He might go down as the all-time turnover leader. I think he has the record for most turnovers in a playoff game. He's running away with the turnover lead this year. He's already broken the record for most turnovers in a single season. And just to put it into perspective, these are just a few players that I feel are definitively better offensive players. All right, I'm gonna go with Steph Curry. I would take Steph over James Harden. And I think if you put Steph Curry in the D'Antoni system, I think he would have better numbers. Curry would probably average like 35 and 15 on the D'Antoni system. I would take LeBron definitively, like not even a question, over James Harden in terms of offense. I would take Kobe Bryant. I would take Kobe over James Harden in terms of just offense. I would take Kevin Durant, no question, in over James Harden with just offense, because all of them are more efficient. And yeah, you can say, well, Kobe's not very efficient, but you know what? Kobe was clutch, and I can actually name so many moments of James Harden not coming up in the playoffs, but I can name so many moments of Kobe coming up in the playoffs. You know, just as a viewer, if you're watching this video right now, take a moment, all right? I'm gonna give y'all a moment. Why don't y'all go ahead and name me the best James Harden playoff moment? Don't worry, I'll wait. There is no good James Harden playoff moments that y'all can think of, because he doesn't come up in the playoffs like he should. If you're a great offensive player, which he is great. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I love James Harden. I love watching him play. He's probably going to be the MVP this year again, and deservingly so. But when y'all try to tell me he's the best offensive player of all time, it's simply not true. How are you the best of all time but don't do it in the playoffs when it truly matters? And that's pretty much all we want to get into with you guys today. This is your boy Edwin from NBA Talk signing off. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.